Good morning, YouTube, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, we have made it to our next pickup, guys. We are here in Grand Island, Nebraska. So we just got to this case. They do a bunch of farming equipment, a bunch of oversized stuff, and legal freight as well. So we just checked in at the guard. They told us to come over here to the yellow sign that says truck parking and wait here, guys. So this is where we're at right now. We're picking up, it's supposed to be oversized load. We're picking up what's called a wind rower, if I'm not mistaken. With this wind rower, it is, I think it's like 11, a little under 12. It's like 11.8 or 11.9 wide. So we'll be, we already got our permits. Right now we're in Nebraska. This is going over to Baltimore. So this is taking me back to the East Coast so I can get back home. So from Nebraska to Baltimore right now, I got the permits for Nebraska and for Iowa. So that's all that we got right now. But at least we're able to get loaded and start riding now while the other permits come in. But let's see how long this is gonna take. Right now it's just me and this other dude over here. I don't know if you can see him. He's back there. It's me and another dude right now waiting to get loaded. They did already come in and check in with me and ask for my bill of lading number. And this little guy right here coming. Let's see what he's gonna tell me. Hopefully he's gonna tell me ready to come get loaded. All right, guys. So they made us back into where our loading is gonna be at. They made us back into this hole right here. And that's what we get. We're getting two of those bad boys over there. So that's how they do it, guys. So they bring a machine over here, they lift it, they have to take off the tires. If not with the tires, then it's gonna be way too wide. So I guess it's where they gotta take off the tires at in order to then lift it and then put the tires. I guess I gotta take the tires with me up here somewhere or something like that, but we'll see how it goes exactly. Alright, guys, so they got the hooks on, so they're about to lift it there, as you can see, and then pop the tires off. So he already came and told me we're gonna put a set of tires here, and then one of the wind rowers there, then another set of tires, and the other one in the back. So this how it looks. So they got that bad boy up in the air. So we just gotta strap the tires up here. Yeah, so that's how they make it. Obviously not as wide. So if they would have left them tires on, it would have been way wider than it needed to be. We're good there, yep. Guys, now we're gonna go do the same for the second one. All right, guys, so we got the first one on. So they're about to go do the same thing for the second one. Same concept. back here, and then put the tire. He's actually gonna show me right now where it's supposed to be chained down to, but I'm guessing it's right here. If I'm not mistaken, it should be that. And then I'm guessing this here. Chain here, chain there, bam bam, just like that. I'm assuming, but he said they're gonna show me now how it gets done. I guess they said they needed to be secured a specific way, which is fine. I never did one of these before anyway, so it's good for them to show me rather than for me to guess where it's supposed to be. But yeah, guys, same concept for the second one. So let's see how that's about to be. And they already did the tires quickly on that one. Got that baby hanging out there. Let's see if I can come around to the other side. There's a better view here. These guys move quick over here. It was out of juice? Ah. Alright guys, so we got our paperwork, so let's just make sure the serial numbers match. Serial number is set it back here. Yep, 1969, perfect. So that one matches. Let's go back, let's go to the other one here. This one is 1970, perfect. So they're all matching. So serial numbers, everything is matching, so we're good to go on that. So he already showed me where the tie down points are, which is exactly what I figured, right here and over there. So exactly what I figured, man. Once you do this long enough, you start seeing that all of the equipment is all this pretty much the same. They all come with the manufactured tie down points. You just follow that, you'll be good. But it's good when they also show you just in case. But yeah, guys, we're good to go out. So this is how it looks. So now we're gonna hop up out of here, go where that other white truck is at. That's gonna be where we secure and get up out of here. All right, guys, so we pulled over to the side to the gravel area. So this is where we'll be securing. So this is the final product here, guys. Now that we got everything got loaded back there, and this is how we look in here. So we're gonna use one chain like this coming down here, one coming down there. So that's one chain, two chains, and then I'm gonna do one chain, two binders here. So we're gonna use 3 chains per. They said people use 4, people use 3, depending on however you want. But as far as in regards to the weight of it, you could get away with putting one chain, 2 binders in the front for both. So I use 3 chains per, and then 1 strap over the tires. So let's go ahead and get our stuff out, man. Let's go get these chains out. Let's start securing it. Let's see how quickly we can get this done, so we can get up out of here and make our way over to Baltimore. So 6 chains. That's how we're gonna do it. Look at the RGN over there, man. I miss my RGN. My RGN is supposed to be coming out of the shop any day now, but I'm not gonna lie, man, we've been doing good with the step deck, man. I really do like the step deck. It's just a lot easier. It's easier to maneuver with a step deck than it is with an RGN. RGN is a lot more specialized. There's not as much loads available everywhere like there is with a step deck. because with a step deck you could do a bunch of step deck stuff and flatbed stuff. With an RGN you could only do RGN and a step deck here and there, but no flatbed stuff for the most part. But yeah, let's get these out. Let's get everything secured. Let's get up out of here. All right, guys, so we went ahead and placed our chain here. So we did one chain, like I said. We're going to do 2 binders, so we should be able to hook it up just like that. So here, just like that. Perfect. That's all she wrote there. So now we could go ahead, go to the other side, do the same concept for this side over here. Same thing for this side, guys. So we're just gonna go ahead, try to make sure that you match it where the other hook is at. So we're gonna hook it here, match into the other side, just like so. Simple stuff, guys. All right, just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and we'll then put a bungee on the excess here, tie it down towards this side. For the back, it's too tall up there, so for the back we won't be able to do that method. We'll just do one chain coming down, one chain coming that way. We'll probably just exit. We'll exit the back. All right, guys. So we just finished with our first one. So this is how the end product looked. X in the back, on high tie down point, X in across, and then just one chain, 2 binders in the front. All of it pulling towards the middle. This pulling this way, that pulling that way. All of it pulling towards the center. So we just finished up this first one. Let's go ahead and do the second one, and then we'll do our straps and we'll be good. So we use 1, 2, 3 chains. So we'll take out 3 chains and another 4 binders. So let's get to it, guys. Alright, guys, so we are all set, guys. We are all set. All of our lights on, oversized stuff, flags on. So we finished our securement, guys. We finished everything we needed to do on this end. We ended up putting 1 strap over the wheels here. Like I said, we got our securement done this way. 1 chain, 2 straps for the front, 2 chains, 2 straps in the back, X crossed with a chain protected there so the chains don't rub together. Another strap in the back for the tires, and the same exact thing in the back. 1 chain, 2 binders, 2 chains, 2 binders with the X, and we're good. The only thing that I'm missing, guys, I need to get I only got 2 of the metals, 2 of the metallic joints with the flags, so I need to get 2 more. I got 2 more, I just don't have any more flags, so I need to get 2 little flags from the truck stop so I could put 2 back here, because I always need to have 4 anyways. And I had 4, but I don't know what happened to the flag of it. They like popped off. I guess I didn't put it right or something. But yeah, guys, so we got our oversized sign in the back, flagged up, and we got, man, these things came in real handy. If you saw on the last load that I had, these things are the bomb, man. They just stick on to the surface there, to the metal. I could have put it here if I wanted to, but I like to put it there because it's more visible up top, all the actual commodity, so that's great. But yeah, guys, we're pretty much done at this point. We're all ready to roll out. Let's get the rolling. I'm gonna help this guy on the side. This is the EW Wiley guy. He asked me for some help. This is his first time doing an oversized load, period. So I'm gonna show him how to chain it down. and then I gotta help him with his route. He said he doesn't understand the permit and how to route it out, so I'm gonna see if I can help him with that. But yeah, he only has one. He going to Ohio. I have two. But I'm assuming we've taken pretty much almost the same route, because I'm going to Baltimore, so I'm going up through here too. So let's see if we could probably ride out together or something. But yeah, guys, this is how we looking now. So let's get up out of here. All right, guys. Right before we left, guys, the only thing I almost forgot to do was measure the height, guys. You know, I always gotta measure my height. We're supposed to be legal height, so that's the tallest point up there. This gotta keep dropping down to right here, and we are, yep, we're at 13.4. 13.4, almost. I could let it come down a little bit. This is as high as it goes. Let's bring it down some more. We are right at 13.5, so we're right underneath it. So we are good on that, guys. So we're good on that. Always make sure you check your heights, guys, because you just never freaking know. You never freaking know what's gonna happen, man. I feel kind of bad for this guy over here, man, because they got him like recovering this load or bringing it to another driver to get him home, and it's not. He said he doesn't like doing oversized. He's never done an oversized. He's not interested in oversized, and he doesn't even know how to read the route. He doesn't know how to read the permit, the route, and it's a little bit difficult for him. I'm trying to help him out, but it's not much more I could do on that point. But let's get this thing closed up and we're good to go. All right, guys, so it's the end of the night, guys. We done made it. We made it all the way over to, right now we are in Argenta, Illinois, guys. Argenta, Illinois. So we made it. We got out of what we picked up from out of Nebraska, Grand Island, Nebraska, guys. And I just now stopped for the night. The sunset is already pretty much down already. I just stopped about 2 minutes ago. So Illinois does allow us, it does give us 30 minutes after sunset. So I maxed it out as much as I could, and I got over here to this rest area. This rest area was good. I was trying to get into a pilot that was like about like 10 miles away from here, and I was not able to get there. I mean, I went over there and there was just no space. It was super full. I should have listened to the trucker path, because the trucker path did let me know that it was full, but I still went in to try it anyways. And luckily there was this rest area about 10 miles down, which I already had that planned in as a plan B. But yeah, guys, we made it over here. We got to stop at this rest area. I'm just walking around making sure that everything looks legit. I did do all of my load checks earlier, and everything seems to be good. So at this point we're gonna shut it down for the night, guys. We're gonna get some much needed rest, and we're done, man. We're done, man. I'm still thinking about homeboy from earlier, man. I didn't get a chance to you know, I didn't want to get him on tape or anything like that, but you know, he was just having a really hard time, man, with that oversized load. And he had one of these, not two. But he wasn't having a problem with the securement or nothing. He was just having a problem with the permit and the route. And then he just, frankly, he just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. He was with E.W. Wiley, and apparently E.W. he wanted to go home. And I guess they did like some type of, they were just changing loads. So he had to pick up that load to drive it to Ohio and then switch trailers with somebody else and then give them that load. But he just didn't want to do it, man. I think he ended up giving the load back. He was just super nervous, super scared. They did not want to do it. He said he doesn't like oversized. He doesn't want to do oversized or none of that. So, you know, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm tired for the day, but we'll have a little talk about that, about you guys that are trying to do oversized stuff, oversized, overweight, you know, just so you guys kind of know a little bit of what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. Just so you guys, you know a little bit about what you're getting yourself into. But we'll have a talk about that tomorrow morning, man, because I'm tired. I'm done. Gonna eat now, and we're finished up. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, YouTube, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. We have drove. This is 2 days later, guys. This is 2 days later. So I drove all day yesterday. We made it over to Washington, Pennsylvania, guys. So we made it into Pennsylvania. I just woke up now. We made it to this. This is a scale house. This is a scale house which allows truck parking. So we made it right at the right when the sun was coming down last night, and we're up now. As you see, the sun is coming up now. It's sunrise. I got about 5 minutes left before I'm able to start driving. At this point, I just finished doing my pre-trip inspection, and yeah, everything's looking good on the truck, on the trailer, all tires, everything is good. I'm just gonna throw this out. But yeah, guys, we've been driving all day yesterday. Drove our entire clock. The only issue that I'm having right now with the trailer is this ABS light. It's just randomly just keeps coming on and off, man. Like I'll drive now, in 20 minutes it'll come off, then it'll stay off all day, and then it'll come back on for a few minutes. It's just whenever it wants, it's just randomly coming on and off. So I do gotta get that fixed on the trailer. So we're gonna work on that. Right now we are 4 hours. We're about 4 hours from our drop off. So we gotta ride out, man. It's gonna be a tight schedule because I gotta drop this off in the Baltimore at Dundalk. You know, the port of Baltimore. I gotta drop this off. And then after I drop this off, I gotta go down to Delaware. So my next pickup is in Delaware. So we gotta see how we're able to get there. It's gonna be about an hour and a half drive with traffic. You know, mileage wise, it's not far, but with traffic, it's gonna be about an hour and a half. And yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tight, man, because by the time that we make it to Baltimore, I'm assuming it's gonna be like around 12. Right now it is 6:30, so we're gonna get there like around 11ish. Hopefully get unloaded by 1 to then drive over to Delaware. So it all depends what time they unload. So if they unload until 3, 4. If they unload until 3, it's gonna be a little tight, but if they unload until 4 or 5, then we should be able to make it with no problem. But we'll figure it out. But guys, like I was saying when I finished the other day, in regards to the E.W. Wiley dude, you know, like with oversized loads, guys, this is something that you have to be purposeful about. There's something that you wanna actually do. There's nothing wrong with doing legal freight. There's nothing wrong with doing flatbed. There's nothing wrong with doing dry van. There's nothing wrong with doing anything that's not permitted loads. It is when you start getting into the oversized realm, overweight realm, it becomes a lot more complicated. Like a regular load, you're able to hop in your truck, you're able to ride out, you're able to take your break whenever you want, you're able to stop whenever you want, you have no restrictions. You just have this total complete freedom, which is what trucking is about. Once you start getting into oversized, those freedom they start becoming a little bit more restricted. Like you have a lot more regulations to follow, a lot more rules. You know, one of the ones that I hate the most is the sunset sunrise rules. Like, you know, yesterday, you know, I stopped and I was able, if I had a legal load, I could have kept driving another almost 3 hours, but I couldn't take advantage of my full clock, and I couldn't get closer to the destination because it's a permitted load. It's a wide load. So as you know, this load is about 11 feet. It's 11.9 wide, so it's a little shy of 12. So it's something that the DOT, they don't want you riding at night with it because it is a wide load. It's hard to see, and DOT just doesn't want you riding with the general public once it gets dark because they feel like it's a safety hazard, and I can see why. You know, it's difficult to drive them just in the daytime and be aware of everybody around you. So I, just let alone at night when it's pitch dark and people are merging and they can't really see how wide you are because it's now full daytime. So you have the headaches of that. You have the headaches of the routing. So the issue that the dude was having was with the routing. He didn't understand. It was a lot of turn by turn by turn by turn by turn by turn. So with oversized loads, like, you have to be good at navigation. You have to be good at reading maps. You cannot, once you get to oversized, there is no more just, all right, let me just use this GPS and it'll get me there. You can't do that, because the GPS is assuming that you are a legal load and that you can make it. The main thing with the oversized and the permitted routes is construction. That's number one. Construction, lane closures, Jersey barrier walls. When these guys are setting up construction, especially now that it's getting warm and all the construction start popping up, the constructions are set up for the most part for you to be able to get through with a legal load. They might give you a couple of feet, so that you could be a little bit wide, but for the most part, they're not thinking about, okay, we got to get wide loads through here. They're only thinking about the general public and getting regular trucks through there. So if you set your GPS to go through the route without looking at your permit, you will go through a construction site and you might be 12, 13 wide, and the construction site is only made for legal load. Like, the construction site is maybe 9 feet wide, and legal loads are about 8, 6 wide, and now you're going through there with a 12-foot load, 12-foot wide load, and you're stuck. You're stuck. So that's the reason why they make these. That's the reason why they make the permitted route. So if you don't like permitted routes, guys, like how that dude was going, if you don't like permitted routes, if you don't want to follow directions, if you just want to set your GPS for point A to point B, do not get into oversized. And I understand with him, that's not something that he was looking to do. It was just the only way for him to get home. So at least he knows this is something that I don't want to do, and this is something that I'm not interested in. So with this experience I'm having now, this just further fuels the reason why I don't want to get into it. But for somebody else that might be interested in, that might want to get into it, but they don't know all the ins and outs, like, I'm here to tell you, man, it's not a piece of cake. Is a lot more of a headache to do oversized and heavy haul in general, because you have to be hyper vigilant. You gotta be hyper focused when you're driving on the highway with these loads, because people will, you will crash into people. People will crash into you. You gotta have a lot more patience, especially in merging situations. The people are merging. You as a professional driver, you just cannot be like the asshole to be like, all right, well, I have the right of way, so he has to watch when he's merging. Because if you follow that logic, like these four-wheelers, these cars, they don't understand. And you're the professional driver. You're the one that has to look out for them, especially with an oversized load, dude, because these loads are big. And if you don't have an escort, a pilot with you riding, that's able to kind of move traffic alongside you and it's all on you, then you have to really practice a lot of patience, and you got to do a lot of these things. But just keep those things in mind for those of you that are thinking like, man, maybe I want to do oversized. Just ask yourself, do you have the extra patience? Do you have that hyper focus of riding down the highway? Do you have some type of skills navigating maps and navigating through certain routes and being able to understand a permitted route? Or is it just easier for you to just plug in from point A to point B in a GPS and just ride without looking at any type of directions? So yeah, guys, let's enough of my little rant. But yeah, just ask yourself, do I really want to do this? Because you can just ride regular flatbed, ride legal loads, and make a hell lot of money without having to do this extra headache. Obviously, there's more money in oversized, but it's more money for a reason. It comes with a whole bunch of extra responsibilities. But we're done, guys. The sun is out. Let's get up out of here and let's ride these 4 hours. I'll see you guys at the delivery. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? We done made it to the porch, guys. We done made it to the porch, guys. It is 1:41 p.m., guys. 1:41, man. I made it here just at the time I said I was gonna make it, which was at 12 o'clock. I actually got here at 11:55. I come here to get unloaded. Everything's good. Pull up to the Mid-Atlantic terminal, which is where I gotta come get unloaded. They're freaking closed from 11:30 to 1 p.m. every day. From 11:30 to 1, they're closed, and I completely forgot, didn't know about it. I think I've dealt with that one other time before, but it was such a long time ago that I forgot. But yeah, guys, we were forced to wait. It's now 1:41, so they finally opened back up at 1 o'clock. I went inside the shed. I made the line. I got signed in, and yeah, so now we're just waiting for them to come unload us at this point. So but yeah, guys, they said, so everybody just kind of just going in front of me. Everybody's getting unloaded quickly because mine's a little bit of a different situation, because since mine don't have wheels on it, they can't just back me in somewhere and just roll it off, so they gotta go through all of this. What's going on, bud?
Can I park here for a 10 hour?
For a 10-hour break? Yeah. I don't think so.
They gonna come get me?
I think they close everything down. Sorry about that, guys. He was asking me a question. He wanted to know if he was able to sleep here overnight. The shipper made him come. I mean, the broker made him come pick up a load here. He's all out of time for the night, all done. And then they just canceled the order, so now they pay him a truck order not used, but he wanted to know if he could stay. I said, nah, you can't. They don't let you sleep here. There's a TA about 5 minutes from here, though, 5 miles, so he didn't know, so I let him know. But either way, guys, I already went ahead and I just took off all the securement here. They said that I could just take off my securement right here, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna pull me forward there, and then they're gonna come. He said they're gonna come with 3 forklifts and lift it up, and then I guess I have to roll out and I have to sit it down. I don't know. I've never unloaded one of these before like this with no wheels. But he said they're gonna just drop it on the floor and then they worry about the wheels later to get me out of here. But as you can see, it's taking forever, man. Luckily, so one tip of advice I give you guys. So right now, I was in a rush to get here, right? Because obviously I want to make my next pickup in Delaware. I'm 2 hours from that pickup. My paperwork says it's from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. I called the broker. The broker said until 3. I said, okay, that gives me a little bit more wiggle room, but I already knew I wasn't gonna get out of here by then. So instead of calling a broker, I just called I called the receiver directly. And I explained the situation, and he's like, yeah, you know, we usually don't unload till after 3, till, you know, you can't get here after 3:30, but we really need to get this moved, this needs to be in North Carolina for tomorrow. So what he told me was that as long as I get over there before 6, so they give me until 6 o'clock. He said, if you can get over here before 6 o'clock, we'll get you unloaded. So that's just a little tip of advice for you guys. You know, like, even if you talk to the broker, just if there's a number for the receiver or the shipper directly on your paper, just call them directly. They know more than the broker does how they operate their stuff. Call them directly. Or if your bill of lading does not have their number, but it has like obviously the name of the business and the address, just Google it, and you're always gonna find a phone number. I'd rather just call them directly rather than to speak to the broker, because sometimes they'll stay late, or sometimes there'll be somebody on site that we didn't know that works after hours. It's just better to call them directly and get that info. But let's see if we're able to make it, man. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna take here, but we'll figure it out, guys. But until now, I'll see you guys when they unload it, man. Alright, guys, so they finally told me to pull up, guys. They told me to pull up, and they brought us here to the side. We just went from over there to over here pretty much, and now they unloading. I guess the tire got unloaded there. Excellent stuff, man. Almost done with this load, so we're gonna be able to make it just in time. Hey guys, so if you see, they actually put in the wheels on right there. They put the wheels on right over there, so that's fun. They're gonna put them on right there and then I guess back me out somehow. But yeah, they just put it right there on the spot. Alright guys, so that's how it looks now with the wheels back on it. So that's why they took the wheels off. Obviously you can't ride down the highway with this like this. They had to take the wheels off, maybe bring the wheels on the trailer, but that's how it would have looked if it would have stood on the wheels while I was riding on the highway. As you can see how crazy that looks. But yeah, at this point we're just gonna wait for them to lift up and get me up out of here, guys. So see how much longer this is gonna take. And almost out of here, guys, almost out of here. All right guys, so we finally about to get unloaded, man. This load has been a pain in the butt. They need 3 of these forklifts, man. One for this tire, there's another one on the side, and then there's one more for the back. So that's why it's taking so long, man. You need 3 guys to coordinate to be able to get this done. So these are the 3 guys here. So now once they give me the signal, you see you got one in the back, one here, one over there. Once they give me the signal, I'm just crawling underneath here. I gotta pull off, so this guy's gonna signal me, and then we're gonna pull off and then let them do what they gotta do. So let me get back in the truck so he signals me. All right guys, there goes the first one. There goes the first one. And there's no room on the other side there, so I wonder what they're gonna have me do. Probably come in the middle here or something. But there goes the first one. 3 forklifts for one. Let's see what they want me to do with the second one here. A lot of workers for one small machine. All right guys, so just like that we are done. Just like that we are done. They still got these things stapled on here, but I take those off in a little bit, man. I gotta get up out of here. Yeah, I need to bring my hammer out and wedge them out. But yeah guys, we are done. We are done with the load as always. So that's how it looks off. That's how they look back on the floor, guys. So back on the floor they go. They gave me all of the paperwork. 2 of those bad boys up and out of here. And at this point we are done with the load, guys. Let's go rush now and get over to our next pickup over there in Delaware. So as always guys, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. We made it to 1,000 subscribers, man. So I got my first 1,000 subscribers. I'm excited. I feel good about it. I'm gonna keep, you know, doing my videos, doing my thing over here. I figure like my content looks pretty, I figure like my content is pretty boring compared to other people because I just show my loads, you know. I show my loads. I try to just educate people on different loads and different type of things. So if somebody didn't do one of these wind rowers before, they could just YouTube wind rowers on step decks or whatever, and they'll see a video of how it works. And just to give knowledge out, I don't bring a lot of excitement and all the other stuff to the channel because that's just not my personality. But we was able to get 1,000 subscribers doing how I do it. So let's shoot for another 1,000 more in the near future. And I'll see you guys on the next. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. See you in the next one.